see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside kid.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To fire on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks. You're able to come out. You run the ball. You throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. He got it loose, and it was lights out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the top. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll help. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the air.
He's got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right. They can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Reads it, fires complete. Powers through the defender. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Pulls it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Off play action on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He nails it. A 58-yard field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quick release by the QB. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They've extended the lead and taken control. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Snagged out of the air. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
How about the speed and athleticism on the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they planned a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the defense to take. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll run the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Runs for the tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and getting him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He makes the catch. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, U.S.! So here comes the Michigan offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here's the pressure. Can't connect on his first throw.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's McGarry. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to keep it in the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll leave it with him. Spins away from one. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab right down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line and to play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
First and goal, Michigan.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Back to throw, it's McGarry. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 30 short. Quarterback making adjustments. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He wants to go deep. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Plenty of watching this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.